everybody. Welcome to Color and Chat with Joanna. I'm Joanna. How the heck are ya? Oh my God. I know. Do you hear me trying to sound like I'm not dying? I'm dying. I'm telling you guys. Oh God. But I'm up and about. So I'm working on Princess Allison over here. The heat is on. I really thought I'd have her done by now because I'm supposed to be doing a Dominic Davidson with Rebecca, and I have one drill. I have one itty. Where am I? One itty. Yeah, I know. And my ring on my middle finger. This is not a nasty remark to my poor long suffering. It's just that my fat cankle muscles, I've got these leprechaun muscles, knuckles, that just, the knuckles, stuff falls off them all the time. So anyway, they're shrinking. And so I'm going to do, where is it? Oh, God, this desk looks like a bomb went off in here. Man, I can't find nothing. Nothing. You know when you walk away from your desk because you think you're dying and... Oh, look what John got me. This is cute. I know. It's huge. Oh, Santa. And you know what? I did this diamond painting and I framed it and I can't find it anywhere. I cannot. She is lost in the house. I have looked everywhere. Okay, these are what I was going to show you. They are so cool, you guys. You have no idea. For those of you who buy ring guards that are metal and they get real dirty and then they get crusty, and then what happens? Hang on, I'm doing a demo here in the middle of my WIP and Chat. Let's cover her up so we don't get icky. But this is silicone. Yeah, they started making these out of silicone. And all you have to do, I did this the other day. I wrapped one around just for fun to try it out. And I want to tell you, this did the trick. It's probably saved me probably $200 or $300 having to get my rings sized. So now, while I have your attention, or if I don't have your attention, maybe you could peek over. I don't know, you might be doing the laundry. How you guys doing? Are you all right? Oh, I hope you're good. Thanks for asking. I'm good. I'm holding out. I'm coming out of Crudsville. Anyway, you just put on a little bit, and you can even double it. But what's so nice about it, it's just silicone. That's all you have to do. And then you cut off a little piece. Let me get some... Let's get the biggest scissors so we can cut off her finger. Like that. It does not come undone. Okay? Now, when I put my ring on, look at that. And if it does get dirty or icky, or you're doing stuff and it's got several sizes, you guys are gonna love this. This is telling the jeweler I would like to keep my money and buy some real jewelry. It's got all different sizes. If you've got a big ring, you can do the big one here. I use the little one because I want as little irritants as possible. And it comes with directions and suggestions. And I just want to show it to you. Hold on. And it's called the perfect, hang on, why am I not focusing? Is my focus out of whack? Hold on. Perfect for women and men. And I'm going to tell you, it's got a jewelry polishing cloth in it. And it shows you step by step how to do it. I mean, I don't notice this here. It's not bothering me, but it's keeping my ring from winding up in the toilet or in the bottom of the dishwasher disposal. A little polishing ring, a little polishing cloth, which I always need these things. I always need one. But it should have, oh, here it is. The company name. Now, I don't know if I'm holding this right side up or upside down, but it's right here. And it's called Automax. AOTTOMAX. And I mean, I picked it up on Temu. It was a couple of dollars. You can also do, if you have like a men's ring or a really thick ring and you really want to put like a thick band around it. Let's say you really lost weight and you wanted to put this underneath it. You could put that under it and put the ring guard on it too, which I don't feel like I need that right now, but it kind of actually, it's a little tight. Yeah, but you have two of these and it's just so smart because this is a clean surgical grade product and you're not going to be blowing $300 at the jewelry store because that's what it keeps costing me, because the more weight I lose, the bigger, my rings are getting, and I had to share it with you. So, back to diamond painting and back to life in general. Okay, what are we doing? We are working on Allison. She is right here. I unboxed her. I have, her case is so heavy because there's so much extra blingy dingy in here and extra drills and extras. Oh my gosh. I mean, girl, she's weighing stuff. Okay. And I have for my sore throat, yum, coconut chocolate milkshake. Long Suffering got it for me. You're going to hear me slurping because I have to, because I need my voice back. I'm very sorry if this bothers you, but it's that or... And today I'm going to try, I have 3 pens out. Amazon. I call her my Glenda pen because she's so pale pink. You can hardly, I love this pen. You can hardly see through it. This is my Big Long Daddy, and I have it because 15 placer. Yes, ma'am. I'm not kidding, and it works too. I'm just going to shake a few drills and show you. And because they're litty itty bitty, look at that. Straight as a board. Beautiful. And I have a whole area of color blocking. But I kind of want to use this one and break her in a little bit. And see, this one came to me from Tim and Carrie at Leatherworks. And She has been a long time coming. So I definitely want to be able to use her. I didn't even know what color the block was going to be. You know, the thing about, okay, I love watching people get blanks and custom pens, but I'm not a pen girl. I don't have a butt ton of pens. I really don't. I find ones that work for me, and that's what I do. I'm really one step ahead of the pens that, you know, I mean, I use the pens that came in the kits with the diamond paintings way back. Remember when Dak would send you those little janky plastic pens? Remember? And I was like, okay, they work fine for me. I'm not going to go buying pens. But then somebody gave me a pen, and they started the whole damn thing. I mean, I was just fine. And then it's sort of like, well, I'll put it to you the way I know best. You know, you're riding in coach your whole life, and then you meet a guy like Long Suffering, and he is an aviator, and he says, hey, I've got the weekend off. Would you like to go to Colorado with me? And I go, Colorado? It's an affair for me to go to the grocery store. I can't go to Colorado. I have a son, and you know, I got 2 jobs. And he's like, well, what about a babysitter? And I went, yeah, I guess I could. I mean, I could talk to my girlfriend and see if she could watch him. Anyway, so I'd never been away from my son before. Not ever. Not ever, ever, ever. Like, you know, not daycare, nothing. And I went, okay. And then we got on an airplane to go to Steamboat Spring. Oh, where did we go? No, our very first date, our airplane date, rather, I should say, was not Steamboat Springs. It was Durango. Thank you, sweetheart. Durango, Colorado. He knew I loved trains. I think I am such a girl. I am, but there's a little boy inside of me because I love trains, planes, and automobiles. I really, really do. I'd rather have a toy train than a baby. I don't even like dolls. Dolls creep me out. Oh, God, when Shay would talk about her dolls and her creepy little dolls, I was just like, ew. Give me a break. Give me a fishing pole any day. But I wasn't a tomboy. I just didn't like, you know, I loved the mechanics of them and everything. And so we went to Durango, and he was like, this is first class. And I went, oh my God. And, you know, I mean, okay. I've done a few events where you walk in the door and you go, holy crap, you know, because the lobby is so beautiful, and you know how the other half lives, but you don't live like them. You know you don't live like them, okay? Maybe you wash their sheets or something, but you know, I mean, real people don't live like this. And once you go first class, you just kind of like, you can't go back to coach. It's all wrong. It doesn't feel right anymore. So the pen kicked all the little other pens right in the ass and said, nope, 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 nope. We need real pens now. And I said, okay, I am ready to let go. And I kept them all in a Ziploc bag for the longest time. I kind of like hoarded them just in case, I thought maybe I would need them one day. And then I realized nobody wants these pens. Nobody needs these pens, okay? Why am I keeping a drawer full of these pens? So it was kind of hard, but I just kind of said, bye, girl, bye. You were good to me when I was, you know, just a simple pen girl. But that's what happens in diamond painting. The accessories get you. They get you every time. And don't think that you can stand up against them, because you really can't. You really can't. Okay, what I'm doing now is this is for Marion and for a couple of new diamond painters that we have. I just gently shake the tray, and then look, then they fall into the channel, and they make it very easy to collect many at a time. So what I'm doing is multi-placing, because I have a whole area that's all color blocked, which means it's all the same color. And we're going to get it done very quickly. And then it leaves us more time to work on the individual ones. But anyway, so yeah. But Durango was fun. Durango was a blast. We had so much fun. It was a long time ago. I cannot even tell you. It feels like yesterday, but it was a long, long time ago. Sorry, I'm feeling nostalgic over a pen. But, you grow and you learn. And that's what I like about this craft. You grow and you learn. And the challenge doesn't... It's not like, oh, well, I know how to do this. Okay, I'm bored with it. It's not like that at all. It grows with you. The images become more and more complex and diversified, and I just love it. And then sometimes you just want to do one for fun, This one right now that I'm working on is very, very special. He is, or she, I should say, she is a gift for my boys, who, I don't know. I know people who love their dogs, but I don't know a lot of people who live for their dogs. And I love those eccentric people who live for their dogs, because I'm one of those people. So I get them. And I admire and respect them. These two gentlemen spent so much time and money and love and effort. This was this was their child. And, it was no different at all than having a real child who, were sick or in the hospital all the time, or had issues and needed specialists, and they found them. Listen, there are dog specialists out there. They would go to the ends of the earth. They didn't care. We got to go to Boston, we're going. We got to go to, they were in California, so they were very fortunate that the technology was there. But believe me, if somebody told them that something could help Allie and they had to go to Taiwan, they'd be on the next plane. I mean, these two guys, And that says so much to me about the character of who they are. Because most, and I don't mean this in any disparaging or disrespectful way, but most people would say, okay, we gave it a good run, but we really don't have $10,000 to spend, because dogs don't have insurance like people. And even dog insurance only covers the bare minimum. So you're always going to be, always, hang on, I may have to move this a little bit. Sorry, I love my moon lamp, but you know, you're always going to be out of pocket with a dog. Believe me, we just spent, $4,000 on George because he had to have a scan because he had a terrible abdominal virus that was, he had a really high fever. We were very, very worried about him. And the emergency vet couldn't do anything for him because they didn't have a scanner large enough for my dog. Now, I called the only two other people in our Delaware area, and they couldn't get in to see him for a week and a half. And I was like, I don't have a week and a half. He's got 107, 108 temperature. We're in trouble here. And she was like, okay, wait, I can find you someone. So, it's amazing how the dog community comes together. They found us a person with a scanner who could take him right away, but they were in Pennsylvania. We don't live in Pennsylvania, we live in Delaware. But, an hour and a half drive, we were like, no problem, let's go. And, they're those kind of dog parents. And I love that about them. And they went to the ends of the earth for this girl. This girl did not go down without a fight. This girl is a very special little girl. And I made her, bigger than Pink because in so many ways she is bigger than Pink. Pink is a little princess. It was her birthday and everything, but Pink is a princess and Allie is the queen, So I wanted her to be the queen. And I know she reigns the Rainbow Bridge Royal Castle right now. I know she does. And I know it kind of, if it makes you sad, I'm sorry. But I really think we need to remember, our beloved animals, because they are what gets us through the really dark times. I don't know how many people put the gun down because they knew I have to take care of Barney, or they knew I have to take care of Charlotte, or they knew I have to take care of a dog, and, it just, they're very, very, very gifted and very, very, very special. Oh, there. Okay. Finally. See, we got that whole section done because of this guy. And because of this guy. Multi-placing. Are you all decorated for the holidays? I am. I know. I decorated in between Snotsville and passing out and you name it. I would not give up. I had to get the place put together because we're going to do our video. And for people in, hold on, sorry about that. For people in YouTube land, I know, for regular people, they're like, what's the matter with you, you weirdo? Wait till after Thanksgiving. And I'm like, yeah, but on Thanksgiving Day, you're going to be sitting around the YouTubey and you're going to say, what am I going to do for my Christmas holiday? You know, and you're going to want to look at Christmas videos. And we have to be a step ahead. We have to be way ahead of the mark. Because if we waited till Christmas, you know, by then, I mean, everyone seems to be like a season ahead, which is not my favorite thing, but, you know, it is what it is. And we want to be prepared for it. Now, do I have a game plan? No. As Glenda would say, I have no plan. Oh, thank Oz. I'm so glad somebody else has a plan. I have a few ideas. I am registered. I did get all my paperwork in. And so that is done. I did a lot of gift shopping online. And that is done. So I just need to wait to get a good night with Family Stone. And I don't know, I'll probably watch something a little happier. Oh, I'm so happy I got the DVD of Family Stone. You cannot find that anywhere. And I love it because Sarah Jessica Parker is a you-know-what. She's a total And for those of you who don't know my Sarah Jessica Parker story, it's on one of my uploads. You'll have to go find it. I had a run-in with Miss SGP many, many, many years ago. She will not remember this, but I do. Anyway, it was a blast. It really was. I'm sure if I put it in my book, that Critifer is driving me crazy to write, which I've had to put on hold because of being sick, having John's knee replacement. Yes, long suffering is now the bionic man. He is. Of course, his only bionic part is his kneecap, but he will not pass a metal detector. Nope, his metal detector days are over. He's now going to go off like a battery. I can't wait. I got to get him through a metal detector just to watch him beep. I'm going to videotape it for you guys. Anyway, so let's see. Rebecca and I are doing this thing together, the Dominic Davidson. I hope you're not in the spoiler mode, but it is Toy Shop. And I did have to get an image of it because I've never done a mystery diamond painting before. And I mean, talk about, oh man, this thing is all Greek to me. All Greek to me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I kitted it up, but I don't even know if I kitted it correctly. I really don't. I am so scared of the future of what this thing will become. But she said once you get started, it'll be okay. The only thing is I really want to finish this beautiful Queen Allison and get her in the post by Christmas and get her going. And we have 2 months to do Dominic. So I'm going to do the rabbit and the hare. Now, Sue, yes, Sue, I hear you. I hear you breathing out there. She's like, have you even laid down one drill? I laid down one drill. One. I said, there, it started, okay? Anyway, she's my accountability. She's on me like a ham sandwich. Anyway, I love this girl. But we are going to do a rabbit and the hare thing. I am known to start slow. Plus, oh, guess what? Guess what? Oh, big news. I'm moving. I'm moving. Yes. I'm no longer going to be a second floor apartment person. I'm going to be a first floor apartment person. And guess when that's going to take place? Right after Christmas. And guess who's freaking out about it? Yeah, this chick right here. I am not a good mover. Matter of fact, I don't know anybody who sucks at moving more than I do. I mean, I truly suck at it. I am awful. Oh, God, I turn into a lunatic. I mean it. It's like, okay, everybody's going to be doing a dry January. I'm going to start drinking in January because on January 13th, I have to be in my new apartment, which is basically, I'm moving. Let me see if I can get my hands. Hold on. Okay. Move that out of the way. I'm basically moving downstairs across the street. I know. Real big move, right? But it's still equally as difficult. Hold on, I lost my little 7 spot here. Here we go. It's just as difficult as moving across country. You still have to pack everything. You still have to, oh my God. Plus, I'll have all my Christmas crap to pack. I'm going to be packing on Christmas Day while everyone else is in their, cozy up moment. I'm going to be screaming at my husband and saying, why do we have 38 spatulas? Why? Why? Tell me why. And yeah, and then I'm going to get into the new place and go, why don't we have any spatulas? Because you threw them all out. It's going to happen. I really, I'm hoping I can help get somebody, but they're going to walk in here and see this place fully decorated to do an estimate, and they're going to go, bye, girl, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Go, 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 go. Ain't touching that. But they don't understand that I'll have all the Christmas crap down by the time that Christmas Day actually gets here, because I will be ahead of the game. Because I want, I have a very organized system in putting it all away. Now, last year, Long Suffering decided he was going to take over and he was going to put all the crap away himself. Oh my God. You guys do not know how close to immortality that man came. I was ready. I came up with 38 ways to hide a body. I'm not kidding. I was ready to kill him and then kill him again and kill him again and again and again. I was like, what have you done? Everything is out of order. Everything's a mess. You didn't put this guy with that guy. You didn't put these people with that people. I'm very segregated when I pack, which doesn't make me a Christmas racist. It just makes me extremely OCD and extremely organized. And I like my stuff to go with my stuff, okay? And it doesn't take me long. I mean, it really doesn't. But I had a hernia sitting right in between my sagging dragons. And girl, I couldn't even breathe. I mean, it was awful. And then I had the surgery in January, and now he's down because he's a cripple walking around with a cane, complaining all the time because he keeps leaving the cane everywhere. I don't know if that's forgetfulness or he doesn't like the cane or he is trying to think he doesn't need the cane, so he's going to fall and break the other knee now. But he better start watching out where he's going without his cane. I mean, I'm glad that he's healing, but you got to be careful, honey. They gave you that cane for a purpose, because you're a cripple now, which he hates being called a cripple. But, you had a birthday. He had a birthday this week, and he survived it quite well. And we had barbecue and cheesecake and stayed in, and because he didn't want to go anywhere, because, he was tired. He was tired. I'm tired. I got my jingle, it's not jingle all the way. It's jingle part of the way. I'm tired. Leave me alone. But it's a great shirt. It really is. Let me see what 23. Anyway, so that's going on. And I got to tell you, healing up over the holidays is not my idea of fun. Anyway, so then, see, all these are like cattywampy, and they're all going to be single placey. So I'm going to use the lightest pen I have. This girl weighs nothing. When you're doing singles, use the lightest pen you have. Just from me to you. And you don't have to crunch them down. You can be gentle. I just barely touch them, and they adhere just fine. But I know some people like to get their frustrations out on their diamond paintings and just smash the living daylights. It's like, just calm down. It's a peaceful thing. We don't have to get angry about it. Anyway, so we were looking at Christmas cards. And the Christmas card situation, okay, everybody's saying, oh, let's not send Christmas cards this year. Please send me a Christmas card. I am all about the campaign of the card. The cards, look, let's be honest, okay? Our families are shrinking by the minute. People are drifting away and moving away and getting relocated. Some of us have lost family members this year. Some of us don't have families. Those cards mean something to people. It is so nice to go down to your mailbox and check your mail and not find something that says, past due, pay this or we're going to throw you in the street. I mean, it's so nice to have somebody say, happy seasoning to you. I thought of you. I care about you. I am all about the cards, and I say we go all in. I mean, I don't want to do the fancy, you have to have $3 worth of postage to mail the card, okay? I got the fancy cards many years in a row, and they were always fun, but now the mailman has become Tony Soprano. Has anybody noticed? I mean, can we talk about this? Oh my God. He wants a fortune. hold on, I'm going to try to turn this down. I think you can actually turn it down. Isn't that cool? So it's not so like glary in your eye. I'm just kind of trying to, I'm moonlighting. Anyway, enough with the, just send a simple card. Keep the cards clean and simple, or salty and simple. Hell, I love a dirty card. Dirtier the better. I mean, really. My favorite one this year so far is, it's nostalgic, and it's got, what is it? See, look, my rings. Look, it's holding on just fine. It's not even bothering me. I mean, this little tiny plastic thing is not even bothering me. Oh, it's so funny. It has one of those, like, ladies from the 50s, and it's got 3 wise men and a big question mark, which, by the way, I can't get enough of it. I cannot get enough of it. I love it so much. Yeah. So that's going to be on my favorite card list. But I know that I have pulled back on a lot of Patreons and memberships, and the reason is because our food banks took a real hit. Delaware is a small state, and we needed to scale back and help each other in a crisis. And, as much as I love to do Patreons and these little extras and things like that, when I hear, and I didn't have to hear it, I had to see it with my own eyes, and it nauseated me and broke my heart. But when I hear of families and children and young people and old people who were just once normal people working in your office, answering the phones at your dental office or your podiatrist office, or your, working at your place of business. And now not only are they in food bank lines, but they're in dumpsters looking for things that the grocers, they've actually gotten bolt cutters, and they've had to cut the bolts on the trash dumpsters, which, by the way, are bolted shut. Can you imagine that? You're bolting shut trash? I mean, really. So they've had to get bolt cutters, and hold on. How come I can't get that out? You little beggar. Okay. Cutting out the bolt cutters, using them to open the trash to get food from the dumpster. Perfectly good food that the grocery stores have had to throw away. They've had to get security guards to walk people to their cars because they were afraid of being attacked for groceries. I mean, we're talking about desperation. And that's not people just being hateful and ugly, like I'm gonna go shank your groceries, No, it's, I'm afraid I don't have food to feed my children. I will do anything. And they will. And that is not what this country was built on. And, and then finding out our farmers, which Delaware is a huge agricultural state. Our farmers are having their produce being shunned and basically being farmed in from Venezuela, because they think they can get it cheaper. And I'm like, you're gouging out your own farmers? I mean, come on, guys. So we've been doing our little part, trying to help anyone. And I know it's a drop of water in the pool. But you know what? These little extravagances are things that, you're telling me, yeah, come join our Patreon and watch us shop for Christmas decorations and watch us do this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but my neighbor was in a dumpster last night. I can't do that. And they're struggling. They're selling everything they own, just to keep a roof over their heads. So, where are the priorities? And it's not about the money, but it is about the money. So I'm hoping and praying that the SNAP cards will be restored very, very soon, because the food lines, and if you think I'm kidding, hold on a minute. I'll show you. I have a picture. I'll have long suffering insert it, but I have photos, and it's just hold on. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to be joyful when so many are hurting. So it's it's a little tick inside of your craw, and it gets to you, and you want to do your part, but it's like, yeah, but I have this, and yeah, but I have that, and it's like, no. Hang on a minute. I'm horrible with this camera. I can never find pictures I'm looking for. All right, I'm gonna have John find it and insert it, but it's yeah, the food bank line. The parking lot is bigger than a Walmart, and every single car is full, and every car is waiting, and there are about 5 lanes, and you're just waiting and hoping that you can just get anything at all. And but there is one guy. Let me change the tone a little bit, because there is one guy, and oh, do I love this guy. You guys are going to think this is the coolest story. Okay, there's a guy in Seattle. Now, everybody knows Seattle's hurting like a son of a bitch. It's just in peril. And he heard about the food stamp thing, and he went, no way. He said, I'll tell you what. He owns a little place, not anything big, kind of like Joe's Pizzeria, neighborhood thing. And he says, you come in, show me your SNAP card. I'll give you 2 slices and a drink for free, twice a day, 3 times a day, whatever you need. Okay? Well, somebody heard about it, and they donated $80,000 to Joe. Now wait. It gets so much better. So Joe is kind of like the neighborhood hero now because Joe is feeding people lined up around the block. He can't make enough pizza. Everybody's patient. Everybody's waiting for him. The atmosphere is joyful and grateful. I mean, we're just loving the crap out of Joe, right? Well, Joe gets an anonymous donor who gives him $80,000 so he can buy more supplies to make more pizza. Now, that's not cool enough, right? Okay, so 2 days goes by. Joe gets another phone call from his bank. And he's like, oh, shit, it's a bank. You know, I wonder if that check didn't clear. I wonder if I got scammed. Maybe some guy was just trying to be a do-gooder, but, you know, it was a fraud or something. Joe gets another phone call from the bank. He's like, yeah, what do you want? Banker says, hey, it's the manager of the bank. Banker says, I just want you to know someone besides the 80,000, someone just anonymously dropped $180,000 more into your account. Joe, you're the richest man in town. I was like, oh my God, I felt like Clarence. It was a wonderful life moment, you know. No man is a failure who has friends. I swear. I could not believe it. And it was true. I mean, the whole thing, you can Google it. Just Google Seattle Pizza Guy. And you'll see the story and you will bawl. You will just bawl your eyes out. Because, you know, it was like, you know what he said? He was just like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this crap, you know? You and your government bureaucracy bullshit. I can do this. I'll take care of it. You know, these are my people, okay? Seattle's my village. I'm taking care of my people. And by God, nobody's going hungry here. And he did it. He did it. I couldn't believe it. Oh, where's number 2? I keep losing number 2. Anyway, I was so amazed. And I really wish that someone would drop in on Delaware and hit us up because we're feeling a little tight right now. But we have, because we are a tax-free state, we have some of the largest companies in the country that put their companies here because of all the tax benefits. And they have decided they're going to help out too. Jimmy Kimmel set up a food bank right there in his studio. He's got people like Snoop Dogg and oh, who's that guy with the big clock? Oh, who's that? Who is he? What is his name? Honey?
What?
Who's the guy who wears the big clock? Oh, he's so funny. He's like this black rapper guy, and he wears like this great big clock. You guys know his name, and I can't think of it. Fabo Flav. Fabo Flav. Remember when Fabo Flav had a show? And we all watched it and thought, who is this lunatic? Anyway, Fabo Flav pulled up in his big old Suburban and just boxes and boxes of groceries. He said, yeah, I just want you to know I went to the grocery store and I bought the good stuff. I got the Fruit Loops and I got the Cheerios and I got all the good. I got stuff these kids want to eat. You know, I mean, who cares what your kids eat? You know, people were complaining, well, people on SNAP aren't eating healthy food. What the hell do you care? A full belly is a happy belly, okay? You know? I mean, if a kid wants to eat Fruit Loops, let him eat Fruit Loops. You know what's sad? A kid with an empty box of Fruit Loops. A kid with an empty box with no cupboard in it. You know, that's what's really sad. I mean, honestly. There's a guy online. he's a school teacher now, and he is, well, kind of hunka-delicious. And he does a lot of shorts and everything on Instagram. And he's a school teacher. He can't help it if he's hot. He just is. Anyway, he was like, screw them. I ate ramen noodles. I ate mac and cheese out of the box. My mother worked at a factory. My father was nowhere to be seen, so my mother worked at a factory every day. We were on food stamps for almost 15 years. We needed them, to survive, because my mother had, other children besides me to feed. Hold on. And we didn't care what we ate. We just didn't want to have to go hungry. So, the extravagances that I think are extravagances are small extravagances that I can easily live without. I don't need 36 cable channels. I don't need 17 Christmas trees, although I have to admit I do have them because I've been collecting them for 20 years. I did not buy a lot this year. I was actually trying to stay out of certain particular big stores because I feel like they're gouging people. The prices are criminal. I mean, my God. Even for a tchotchke, have you seen the prices? They're ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. And all I hear is prices are coming down and prices are coming down and prices are coming down. Where? Where? Show me where. That is such a ball-ass face lie. And quite frankly, the person who's telling us this has never been to a store in his life. So, there's my rant for the day. But, yeah, so, help where you can. Clean out that old blanket closet. How many damn blankets do you really need? I mean, really, even if you just got rid of 3, you'd never miss them. I got rid of blankets. I was like, Rebecca made me that big blanket last year. I got that blanket. I don't need all these other blankets, So I think that we need to lighten up because some of these people are going to, that blanket could be the difference between life and death, whether that person makes it through the night or not. We are getting an early winter, and I think it's going to be a big one. And I'm not looking forward to moving in January. I have moved in June and July, and I mean, but God, I could be moving in the snow. The good thing is I'm only moving across the street. The bad thing is I'm only moving across the street. Okay? But I'll be on the first floor, and the good thing about being on the first floor is I'll be on the first floor. And my bedroom will have this beautiful greenery outside the window and not a parking lot, and I won't be hearing cars honking and yelling all night, and it'll be a lot more quiet, and it'll be a lot easier on Fiona and George because, well, George is doing pretty good. He's a lot more athletic, but Fiona has the Arthur and the itis, so it's a little tricky for her. But anyway, listen, you're important to me, so be important to you. Take care of you. Don't be afraid. Look I got Cheeto hands. Oh, God. I can't get the Cheeto. What is it with the Cheetos? They stick, once you get that orange Cheeto crap on your finger. It takes like an act of Congress to get that crap out. Do you know they have Cheeto, what are they called? Not Cheeto tongs, honey.
Straws.
No, they're not straws. What do you eat Chinese food with?
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks. Cheeto chopsticks. I saw an advertisement for Cheeto chopsticks because you can get the Cheetos without getting Cheeto hands, without getting Cheeto fingers, because it takes 2 days for that. I'm telling you, that government cheese, I don't know what they put in that crack, but I'm eating them out of a bowl. And the next thing I know, my hand, and you can't eat them out of the back because then you get Cheeto hand. Ew, Cheeto hand, ew. But I'm going to get some Cheeto chopsticks because I happen to like Cheetos. I know it's a weird thing. I went to culinary school. I learned everything about good food. But when my stomach gets really acidic, you know what calms it down? A bowl of Cheetos. I know it's like a secret hack or something. I don't know why. But for some reason, Cheetos calm my stomach. So I'm getting some Cheeto chopsticks. And I was like, okay, how stoned, how freaking high were you when you came up with this idea? I mean, I'm laughing my head off. And now I'm like, where do I order? Where do I order? I'm going online looking for them. Hold on, there's just two little guys here who kind of tried to trip the line, and I want to get them in. Okay, listen, if you have survived this long with me and my sarcasm and my woe is the world bullshit, thank you. Thank you. I got my coconut chocolate milkshake. I'm going to go rest my voice. And I will see you on Wednesday nights with Rebecca at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come and hang out with us. We're going to work on Dominic Davidson. He's right under here somewhere. He's right under here. But I'm really, really, really trying with all my heart to get, I hope Eric and George, if you're watching, Eric and George, I know it's like past an hour, they're probably not watching, but if you are watching, please know that I am taking such good care of her. I am. I just want you to know that. I am going to take such good care of her, and she is going to be so perfect. It just makes me cry because I want her to be so beautiful for you. I really do. I want her to be just, I want her to just blow your mind. And so, understand that, really great things take time. And, I just don't want anything to go wrong with her. And so far, I think she's coming along beautifully. Look at that sparkle. Look at that shine. I mean, and this is just her feet. Look. There, do you see this? There's a foot. Here's a foot, and here's a foot. And this is her underbelly right here. And see, this is the shading. And the shading alone has like 13 different colors in it to show all the prettiness of her. I know. I can't wait. I just want you to know that she is in very good hands. And that I love her dearly. And I'm not taking it lightly at all. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.